Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Glover. Receiver makes the grab. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wideout. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Glover. And looking for a big play here. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw again. The pocket breaking down. Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Missouri. Just ran away from the defense. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the BAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Fires it on the move. And he pulls in the catch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. They didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing second and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that center and guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And it's incomplete on the overthrow, just too much on that ball.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw. It's Glover. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And is intercepted. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back takes the handoff. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Dogs. On the scoop and score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Looking downfield, it's Glover. Receiver makes the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. The linebacker shifting around now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Toss play to the outside. Throws a stiff arm. Physical run earns the 1st down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this 1st down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
that run good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And the tailback's got it again. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They go with a direct snap. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the defense just makes the stop short of the goal line, brought down at the 1. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down in a new set of downs.
And the call is a quarterback sneak. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Let's it fly to the wideout. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Dogs will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Going for his running back. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This quarterback on fire today.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Can you believe that he's missed the extra point? So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. That's a massive play. It moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So here we go, off the huge gain they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. Working tight windows, it's Glover. Looking for his back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And to be tackled right at the 20, that's a good job by the coverage team. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks free now into the secondary. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. After the PAT, the lead is 20. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get this second half underway. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. That run moves the ball to the 16.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early down, to stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat.
Take over.
It's up to the 33.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball handed off. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Here's the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
An important third down attempt for this offense. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
How about the tall man there getting the first down on fourth down and short? Good job and a good call by the offensive coordinator. Hey, when he's got that kind of length, it's pretty easy for him to find a crease and get up into the air and get that first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the Bulldogs will send their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made at the 20. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to throw. It's Glover. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He pulls in the catch. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air. It's Glover. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw again. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down play coming up. Back in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's past the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And now the try for the 2-point conversion. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. To throw, it's Glover. Defense is coming after him. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quick throw to the left side. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Back to throw. It's Glover. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs him up 1st and very long.
Military stun! Military stun!
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. He finds some space. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Receiver in motion now. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaks into the... Will he score here? Touchdown, Dogs. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Here we go. Set.
Back to pass. It's Glover. And this pass is caught. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And he's got it. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Eludes a tackle. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Third down play for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Offense looking to throw the ball. He fires it. The pass falls incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. To throw, it's Glover. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
no time left, they'll kick the PAT as a formality. Surprised they're not going for two here. And they knock through the PAT, the final play of this loss. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.